The hotly anticipated summit between President Trump and Vladimir Putin is officially underway. The press were briefly allowed to photograph and shoot video of the two delegations before talks began. Trump and Putin sat either side of a small round table with their respective aides and interpreters sitting alongside. Regrettably, neither leader said anything in response to shouted questions, and both sat with annoyed looks on their faces while waiting for reporters to be moved out. President Trump displayed confidence as he met Russian President Vladimir Putin on the tarmac at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson, according to a body language expert. As Trump stands waiting, he's smiling, a sign he's comfortable and looking forward to the event, Patty and Wood told Newsweek. It's his natural smile, small and slightly downturned at the corners. His shoulders are back more than usual. His posture is unusually erect. This all suggests confidence. Another expert, Judy James, told the Daily Mail that the U.S. president greeted Putin like a chat show host who has landed an A-list guest, but tried to set a different tone when the two men sat down. After the overkill cordiality of his greeting ritual, Trump's grim expression and his tapping fingertips here suddenly gave him a tougher and less optimistic look, said James. It's been a little more than 90 minutes since we've had movement from Trump or Putin, and reporters are passing the time however they can. For some, the outdoor area where the porta potties are located has had to double as a smoking section. At least Lavrov's sweater was funny. The Post overheard one Russian journalist reflect on the foreign minister's decision to wear a CCCP sweatshirt to check into his hotel. During his Air Force One sit-down with Fox News' Bret Baier, President Trump was asked about former rival Hillary Clinton's promise that she would nominate Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize if he could end Russia's invasion of Ukraine without Kyiv being forced to give up territory. Well, that was very nice, the president said after a prolonged pause. I may have to start liking her again, Trump added of the former First Lady, Secretary of State, and two-time defeated presidential candidate. While the U.S. and Russian presidents duck behind closed doors for their summit, we'll answer a couple questions that have been circulating online. First, Vladimir Putin does speak English and does so quite well, according to reporters who have covered the Russian ruler for a long time. Putin's first language is Russian, as you might expect, but he also speaks fluent German, having served in the city of Dresden as a KGB agent going on 4 decades ago. Trump does have a height advantage over Putin, clocking in at 6 feet 3 inches, while the Russian leader stands a more modest 5 feet 7 inches, at least officially. Vladimir Putin had an unmistakable grin on his face as he and President Trump pulled away in the beast. Seconds earlier, he had pointed at his ear in response to an intrepid reporter asking when he would stop killing civilians in Ukraine, indicating he couldn't hear the question. Trump and Putin are treated to a military flyover by F-22 fighter jets and a B-2 bomber. Putin then proceeds Trump off the stage and into the presidential vehicle known as the Beast. After a brief pause, the vehicle gets underway. Trump claps as Putin approaches and gives a long handshake and a friendly chat. The two then walk side by side toward an elevated stage.